you have the aerial image, you need it in there for printing, but while you're designing or drafting and you're drawing, you really don't need that gigantic image slowing down your computer or slowing down your AutoCAD, your drawing files. So you just unload it for a while, you don't need it, and then reload it right before you go to print, and it can really help save you some space and time.
Another common method I've seen is, rather than loading and unloading, is to also create unique layers for your XREFs, either a layer for all your XREFs or one for every XREF or image or anything like that. And then you could also freeze those layers, and it has a similar effect on your performance. So depending on which you're most comfortable with, the XREF Manager, Layer Manager, however you like to approach that, there's a couple ways of dealing with removing or temporarily removing information from your drawing that is part of an XREF.
So we have another question that came up here. Now, would the overlays not move when you delete an XREF?
Would overlays not move?
Would the overlays move when you delete an XREF?
I guess if you delete an XREF from within the drawing, it does not delete this information here from within the XREF Manager. What you get here under Status is a listing called, what is it, unreferenced?
Unreferenced.
It'll say unreferenced. And that's kind of it's a weird sort of...
Never Land.
Yeah, exactly. It's this halfway state where you can't just right-click and say reload, and you basically have to blow out the XREF and reattach it and go through the whole thing again. So overlaying versus attaching won't have any effect directly on that side of things. You can still delete it accidentally and end up having to reattach it and go through the whole placement process again. A couple other options here. We'll come back, I'm going to talk about binding XREFs. And you see there is at the bottom this option now. I'm not sure when they added this, but there is the ability to remove the path or make it a relative path. Currently, you see down here at the bottom, I have this found at field, and it's showing this entire C users M Calkins all the way down to the file name. And if I switch that to a relative path, and I don't know that I can do that at this point. Yes, I can. So here you see that their saved path has been switched to this period / and then the name of the drawing itself. So that's essentially what you'll see if you've decided to use relative pathing. It's going to erase all of the mapping all the way down to that file, and so it's going to be looking first for this host full path drawing contained in the drawing, the same drawing as this factory landscape drawing.